See if we got any other RPOs that aren't just giving it to the back. So we've kind of gotten into a different tag here. This is once again, we're just going to run GT counter, but we've shown that with GT, right, we're going here. We're going to let this guy seal the backside a lot, right? So he becomes our gap hinge guy. And so you kind of get used to that. We've also ran power with him a lot. We've ran some GH counters. So people start keying all kind of things. We're going to change your keys all week long. So here we're putting a little motion away, and we just get a shovel underneath. Now this is our H-back, not the fastest dude in the world. I told you about his physicality. He can still scat a little bit, okay? But all that to say, we're still just doing this off of a base GT play up front. We're using a little motion. You know, we're going to do a little orbit motion, get your eyes moving, and then we'll put GT right back to it. And you're going to see we go to and away from the motion because we're going to try to confuse people, right? And then we're just going to give it to our big guy underneath. Most people are trying to key number 1.
Right.
Because you have to, because he's one of the best backs doing it right now, okay? What does he do? Well, he just kind of stays home and picks up a block. Okay, we're back to the base play. So that's kind of how we use our RPOs to do it. We're talking a little bit about motion plays. I don't have all this seamed up just yet, so it's not all taped together perfect. But so what do we do with our motions? Well, we are a jet team. We don't hand it as much. I think we could hand it, as much as we want to. If it's open, if you're going to give it to us, we're going to hand the ball off. But we're going to use it here, okay, with RPOs, with everything else. Okay, so we're just, once again, trying to make these outside backers wrong. So what are your kids going to do? How are they going to react to our motion? Does that open up something underneath for our GT counter?
Is there a reason you don't hand the jet, Coach, as much as you'd like to, or is it just kind of no need to?
I think a lot of people play the jet very aggressively. There's not a lot of people in our area that are just letting you run a dude out there. So they're going to
they're sending a safety, or they're assigning someone to basically blow that guy up, right?
Exactly. And so we're going to use it for exactly that. Look, at any time that I can play with your numbers and dictate that you put a defender somewhere, I'm going to do it, right?
Right.
So we run the jet motion here. A little. It just kicked us all out. Did you guys get kicked out too? All right, let me get back to, is my presentation up, Coach? You guys hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Coach?
Yep, I got you. All right, let me get the screen back on there. I don't know what happened. That was wild. So yeah, so jet motion, using jet motion to just pull kids around. Getting a little bit of lag again. We'll let Huddle catch up. But you'll notice that the outside backer kind of shuffles his feet. He's worried about getting to the side over there. Okay. And so now he's not home. 25 had some kind of a crazy game plan. Look at him. He thinks that because we're running jet this way, we're going to try to run something backside, right? We showed you that in the last clip. So now watch him think that he's got to play on the backside. We need one missed tackle, and we're going to let our dude go be a dude.
Oof.
Yeah. Same thing here.
Yeah,
so
he's
here's
different.
The jet.
That dude's different, to say the least, buddy. Holy hell.
Yeah, one is.
And listen, and that's it. It's interesting too, because we had Coach Nymphius on yesterday, and he's a big proponent of, obviously, like, sometimes it's Jimmy's and Joe's, right? Like, doesn't matter what we dial up, doesn't matter how it is. When you have those certain guys, like, that's part of it, right? So I mean, you can kind of see this here, even with you scheming it up. Sometimes when those guys can do certain things, like, it just gives you an ability to do more, right, with whatever. So
absolutely,
definitely part of it. 100%.